I'm Bob Javenous, world's greatest Jack Labrador player, and I'm going to teach you how to play the Cards of Devastation in Motor City Showdown. All right, we got 7 different Cards of Devastation. Each of them have special powers, and each of them have symbols on them, with the exception of the black hole. Both the special powers and the symbols are used in the flip round. Special powers are applied first, and after they have been resolved, you go to card action play. So let's take a look at the flip round. This is your tableau. You've got a whole card, 2 combat cards, and a flip card. Then this is what the table looks like when everybody's ready to do the flip round. It's going to look exactly like this, absolutely perfect. And then everyone simultaneously flips over their flip card, and we got ourselves a flip round. First, you look for Cards of Devastation. And if there's a Card of Devastation, you resolve it. If there are 2 or more Cards of Devastation, you resolve them in the order of resolution found on the back of the barn card. All right, let's start with the black hole. It's number 1, just like Bob Javenous. Nothing escapes the gravitational pull of a black hole. Not the flip cards and not the combat cards. Let me show you. There's the flip cards, and now we flip them. I see a black hole. I see a rock, paper, and a scissors. The black hole wins the 4 flip cards and the 8 combat cards. That's 12 cards. Blue wins with the black hole. Let's take a look at another example. We got a black hole, a Motor City Showdown, a Ravenous like Javenous card, and a Jack Labrador card. The black hole gets them all. The black hole wins those 4 flip cards and also the 8 combat cards. No other Cards of Devastation get to be played because the black hole just sucks them all in and wins. Very powerful card. A Motor City Showdown is an opportunity for one player to win 72 cards and 72 points. But here's what has to happen in order for a Motor City Showdown to take place. You need to have a Motor City Showdown card played at the same time in a flip round as the Jack Labrador card. Let's take a look. This is a Motor City Showdown. I see a Motor City Showdown card and a Jack Labrador card. This is not a Motor City Showdown. I see a Motor City Showdown card, but I don't see a Jack Labrador card. And this also is not a Motor City Showdown. I see a Motor City Showdown card, a Jack Labrador card, and a black hole card. But the black hole swallows them all up, so there's no Motor City Showdown. Here's how you play a Motor City Showdown. All players who are participating in the flip round play one time live action Jack Labrador until there's a single winner for all 72 cards and all 72 points. And once someone wins a Motor City Showdown, the hand is over, the points are tallied, and if nobody's reached 100 points, you gotta keep playing. All right, it's the Motor City Showdown. It's one of the greatest moments in card game history. Just ask me, Bob Javenous. And one final note about a Motor City Showdown. If you are sitting out because you have lost a Hungry Bison challenge, you do not get to participate in a Motor City Showdown. That's tough, man. Hang in there. All right, now we got the Jack Labrador card. When you play the Jack Labrador card in the flip round, you have a chance to win 72 cards and 72 points. Well, how does that happen, Bob? I'll tell you. Look at Orange. Orange played the Jack Labrador card, so you know what Orange is going to do? Challenge and beat each player one at a time at one time, live action Jack Labrador. And if Orange can do that, Orange is going to win all 72 points. But if Orange loses to one opponent, Orange isn't winning anything. So you've got to beat all opponents individually at one time live action Jack Labrador. And you must play a Hungry Bison loser who is sitting out the hand in order to win all 72 points. Got it? Good. And if you win, just like the Motor City Showdown card, the hand is over, the The game continues if no one has reached 100 points or more. Let's take a look at head-to-head one-time live-action Jack Labrador. Orange is going to challenge red. Oh, looky there. Orange comes with paper. Red comes with scissors. Guess what? Scissors beats paper. Red wins, orange loses, and orange's Jack Labrador opportunity is lost. If you do not defeat all of your opponents one at a time, the Jack Labrador opportunity is lost. And the flip round continues with more Cards of Devastation, if any, or card action play. In this situation, no other Cards of Devastation, so you go to card action play. How about that? All right, now we're going to talk about the Hungry Bison. You ever ridden a bison? I have, because I'm Bob Javenous, a bison farmer. The Hungry Bison card gives you the chance to challenge an opponent, beat them, and win all their cards, and knock them out for the rest of the hand. So let's take a look here. Blue. Blue plays the Hungry Bison. Blue is then going to challenge an opponent of choice and run it to 10 Jack Labrador. Run it to 10 Jack Labrador is when you play up to 10 points, and Labrador beats Jack for 3 points. That's 2 new symbols in 3-point play. That's Jack Labrador. All right, if you beat your opponent up to 10, you win their flip card. You win their combat cards. You win their whole card, and you win their barn cards. And your losing opponent must now sit out until a new hand is dealt. But remember, a Hungry Bison loser must defend against the Jack Labrador card, but cannot participate in a Motor City Showdown. If you challenge an opponent with the Hungry Bison card and they beat you and run to 10 Jack Labrador, nothing really happens other than everyone just making fun of you because you lost. You're a loser. Should train harder in the Labradojo. All right, Ravenous like Javenous. My name's Bob Javenous, and this card is called Ravenous like Javenous. You figure that one out. It's a steal card. You get to steal up to 7, 8, or 9 cards from an opponent's barn when you play the Ravenous like Javenous card. How do you do that? Challenge an opponent to one-time Jack Labrador. And if you beat them, you win up to 7, 8, or 9 cards from their barn. If you lose to them, nothing happens. Let's take a look at this. Blue played Ravenous like Javenous. So did yellow. Guess what? 9 is more than 7. So only blue gets to challenge for steal cards in this round. After blue challenges an opponent, then you go to card action play. Yellow does not get an opportunity to challenge and steal for cards. Now we got the woodpecker. I'll tell you what the woodpecker is. It's a whole card swap opportunity. What does that mean, Bob? I'll tell you what it means. If you play the woodpecker in a flip round, you may swap your whole card for another player's whole card, but you do not have to. If you want to swap whole cards, you do it. And here's how you do it. You just kind of like face down, swap them so nobody can see. That's what the woodpecker does. Now, if you play the woodpecker as your hammer card, you cannot swap it after it's been flipped over, all right? It must be played before the combat round in the final deal. What does that mean, Bob? I'll tell you what it means. Let's say this is the hammer card turned over on the table. You don't get to say, hey man, let's swap hammer cards, because there's no hammer card left. It's already been flipped over. Hope that makes sense. Think it does. You're smart, figure it out, right? All right, Rainy Scarecrow. It's a tiebreaker card. Here's the thing about the Rainy Scarecrow card. All other Cards of Devastation are applied before card action play. But with the Rainy Scarecrow, its special powers are applied during card action play, but only if there is a tie among winning symbols shown on the cards. And what does that mean? I'll tell you what it means. It breaks ties among winning symbols in the flip round. And if multiple scarecrows are played, the highest numbered scarecrow wins. Take a look. Blue played the scarecrow with a rock. Yellow threw a paper. There are 2 other rocks. Paper beats the 3 rocks. There's no tie. Even though there are 3 rocks, they're losing rocks. So there's no winning tie to break. Yellow wins the flip round cards. Let's look at this example. We got 2 jacks. We got a rock and a paper. Jacks beat the rock and the paper. They are tied. They are winners. So in this case, the 9 Rainy Scarecrow breaks the tie and wins because 9 is more than 8. And it's also more than 2. Did you know that? And that's Motor City Showdown, Cards of Devastation. I'm Bob Javenous, world's greatest Jack Labrador player. Train hard, play often.
Come on. Ravenous, like Javenous. His methods are extravagant. Once you go Jack, you never go back. Jack Labrador.